We spent all of this weekend, think of all it, reach on all it. We spent all of
Wrist on froze, Givenchy on your clothes. If you want it, you can have that. They'll come through, that's the move right there. Gas up, let's hit the road. Hey, where you wanna go?
What's up, guys? So I am back, and I took a break for about 2 weeks or so, just to handle some different things and work, trying to, balance out some different things. But today I'm coming to you guys with some really basic tools for you guys. Some of the 7 basic life balance tools that I personally use for myself. When it comes to my daily life, my routines, and I just want to share that with you guys because it may be able to help you guys out in some way with whatever it is that you might be dealing with, or maybe you can share some ideas for things that may potentially help me further along as well. These are things that I kind of go by regularly and help me to balance out my mentality, my daily life, the things that I am interested in, and just being able to stay on a pretty much straight and narrow path, I guess you could say, to be able to do a lot of things that I've been able to accomplish and a lot of things that I'm working on still. By no means am I to the point that I want to be yet, but we all are developing in many different ways and working on different things. So there's only more growth with time, right? But for the 7 life balance tools I'm gonna give you guys today, number 1 that I would definitely say and recommend would be probably the most important, would be establishing your moral and direction, and especially with your faith. So me personally, I'm a Christian. I believe in God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I completely think that my faith is a part of the reason why I think the way I do in a lot of cases, and the reason why I feel comfortable that I can accomplish a lot of different things. And I think that balancing that and helping to determine the direction that you personally will want to go with your life and the way that you carry yourself that's a big and incremental part as far as allowing you to know exactly what it is you want to be able to do and why you have that certain purpose that you're doing something. So that's my number 1 thing right there, I think. And as I'm going through these, some of these are not necessarily in an exact order, but this is just an ideal list that I'm going to give you guys overall. But for number 2, I would say number 2 is going to be learn to be yourself, know who you are, and learn to beat yourself. So when I say that, I don't mean literally pound your head into the wall. Please don't do that. What I mean is for you to be able to understand who you are, what you can achieve, and where your strength comes from, and be able to take on any obstacle, any aspect of life that you face, and feel confident about it, and know that you are the limitation to yourself, and that there will be things that will be put in place in front of you that may potentially slow you down, or that could be considered, again, an obstacle, but you ultimately can determine the way that you handle things, how you react to things, and learn how to overcome those challenges, and don't let anything limit you as far as what you really want to achieve. So the number 3 thing that I would say is start doing what you want to do. So when I say that, I think about that in this aspect of saying, why not start today for whatever it is you've been thinking about, any aspirations you've had, any ideas. We all work regularly, throughout the day, throughout the week. And I get it that sometimes we have to make ends meet and do certain things that allow us to be comfortable and to be able to pay the bills. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the idea at the end of the day is, how can you build sustainability in a career for yourself, or even how can you develop to the things that you really ultimately desire, to be able to do, whether it be through work, through life, whatever. But think about the opportunities as you're going through, whatever your current position is. How can you look at an opportunity that could be given to you? What can you look for? Are you making connections that allow you to be able to go in that direction of that opportunity? Are you meeting the right people? Like, do you have the right people in your circle? A lot of things we can evaluate overall and think about ways that we can start going towards the things that we really desire. But again, plan ahead and think about how can you start today in the direction of something that you really want to do. We all want to be happy and satisfied with what we personally would like to do for life, and nobody wants to be miserable for what they do for work or in any instance. So just one hack that really helps me to balance out things is every time I know I want to do something, I plan ahead for it, and I start thinking of opportunities to try to take advantage of that to get me one step closer to the thing that I really want. So for number 4, it would definitely be find a work-life balance. So again, I know we all work, that OT, getting it in, getting to the money, which is great. We need to do that to be able to take care of a lot of things that are a necessity for our lives. But at the same time, don't overwork yourself. Don't overdo it, Be able to have time for yourself, your family, your friends, and enjoy some of the things that you really want to do, whether that be traveling, whether that be fitness, working out. For me, that's a big stress reliever. And I enjoy it personally because I also have a health degree. But, being able to just do some of those things that you really are fully intact with, and have that freedom to express yourself through that work-life balance, I think is really important. So, if you got a break coming up, or if you got vacation time and you can plan for it, do that. Take advantage of the time, even if that means like I always say, going 2 hours down the road somewhere, just to do something new, have a new experience. Take advantage of it. Go do it. And you may be surprised. You may find something new that you'll like, and that could potentially benefit you in the future. So for number 5, I would say, is surround yourself with a solid environment. Surround yourself with good people who maybe are successful, or people who have like-mindedness like you, or who think similar to you in the aspect of wanting to grow and develop not only themselves but also with others, and becoming a better asset in anything that you do in the world. So definitely pay attention to your circle, and who you have around, and just you can be around people who have been successful, right? But also be around people who are happy in their success and enjoy what they do or have done. Because at the end of the day, you can be successful and have all the money in the world, but still gain nothing, and have nothing or anyone to share it with, period. Or you don't benefit anyone in general with your position. So there's a lot of things that you can take into consideration, but definitely having a well-rounded circle and a positive developing circle is an important part of that, and which comes back to connections, like I said. But for number 6, I would say definitely is going to be find your music vibe. For me, I am a big person on the gospel and R&B, especially, and a little bit of hip hop and rap side of things. If you guys follow me on IG, I love music. I play it all the time. I'd be vibing to it. What I'm saying? I'd be doing my thing really when it comes to it, and I just enjoy it. I like singing myself and having fun. Like Drake said, wait on it. I'm not about to sing for y'all. Don't get too excited. But other than that, I just really enjoy that aspect of being able to relate to things, and it's really a peacemaker for me, and and a way to express myself positively and in many different ways, So find your vibe, if you haven't yet, start vibing to something that you like, and you'll find it's something that really helps balance out your daily life. And be careful about what you let in your spirit too. I just want to put that out there because, if you let too much of some things in your spirit, you can start to think in a certain way that you shouldn't, or that may not be as healthy for you. So my channel is all about living psychologically healthy daily. So it all comes down to the mind and the mentality that we have. So just keep that in mind as you go through your daily routines and you do your own thing. But lastly and finally, my last tip for number 7 is be human. So realize that you will make mistakes, that things will not be perfect, things will be challenging, but at the end of the day, that you can overcome any obstacle, and that you have the ability. Just understand that everything has a purpose, everything has a direction, and we may not be able to control everything that happens in life, but we can definitely control the direction that we choose to go. So just remember, be human about things, and understand that in spite of any situation, there's always a positive side to things, and continue to work hard and grind, get to the money, go and get the money, but just make sure that you keep that in mind, and you'll find that you will have a easier, healthier lifestyle for you, just using maybe a few of these tips that I've thrown out there, a couple of these tools, and if you like some of them, give feedback. If you have some ideas for yourself, put comments down below. It's all good, and I'm always open to hear other people's feedback and their ideas about things, because maybe you could come up with something that might help me further along as well, so I would greatly appreciate to hear things back from that. But that's my 7 life balance tools for you guys, and if you guys like this video, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and make sure you guys comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, keep living fit.